Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Then. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you can't. I'm so sorry for the earlier. Now, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, it's nice to see you again. Now, did you eat your dinner before attending the class?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now we will proceed for our next class or lesson. We will continue the last time that where we stopped. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen with you so that we can start. Okay. Okay, the last time we stopped and we talked about learning the comparative forms. Now, let me ask you, what is a comparative forms again?
Better form is uh, a
Okay. You still remember or not?
no.
Okay. Comparative forms again is how are we going to compare such things, persons, or etc. So again, we use than word here. In a sentence, we use than to make comparisons like places, things, persons, or etc. Okay, again, don't be confused. Just two things. You're just going to compare two things or two persons or even two places. You're just going to think what are their differences. Like you need to compare white or blue. Then you need to compare what do you choose? Is it pink or white? Now, like this. I am okay, I like pink than the white because pink is beautiful than the white. That's it. Like this also for the places. Greece is hotter than the UK. Okay, now next. We use not as us to the sentence to make negative comparison. Like it's isn't. You're just going to add the isn't because that is negative. It isn't as warm as yesterday. So you compare yesterday you comparing the weather yesterday to today. Okay, next we use us, etc. as to say two things are equal. Like for example, yesterday London was hot as Athens. So they are
Um.
equal. The London and the Athens are equal. They are yesterday they are hot. Then the Athens as well, they are hot. So it's equal or it's the same. Okay. Now here we use far or much in a sentence to make a comparison stronger. Now this time we use, for example, Libya is far or much hotter than Canada. So it means Libya is far than Canada. Okay. Now here, the last example. Some quantifiers also have comparative forms, like few, fewer, much, or many, or more. Don't forget that they are what we call quantifiers comparative forms. Few, fewer, much, many, or more. Okay, let's move. Task 2. I want you to do it as writing the comparative form, the adjective, and quantifiers. So like small, large, early, powerful, much, bright, few, many, far, wet, pretty, frightening. Like for example, small, the quantifier, smaller. How about large? Okay, so are you done?
Yes.
Okay, we will check if your answers are all correct. So this time you use the comparative forms to make it adjectives in quantifiers. Two, larger, correct. Wait for a minute. Number 3, earlier, that is correct. Now, number 4, more powerful. And yes, you are correct. Wow, you're so smart. Now, number 5, it will more, much and more. And that is correct. Well, very good. Now, number 6, it will be brighter. And yes, correct. Okay, very good. Now next, number 7, few. It will be fewer. Very good. Next, number 8, many and become more. Correct. Number 9, it will be, I'm so sorry, farther, and that will be farther or farthest or farther. FUR or FAR. Now next, correct. Now next, we wet. It will be the word Twitter. Wow, very good. Now, how about number 11, the second to last? Pretty, prettier. Very good. We're almost perfect now. The last number will be frightening. More frightening. Okay, that is more frightening. You only have one mistake. For more frightening, it will be ing. Okay? Or need to say ed. Add ed to the end. Okay, it depends upon the situation, or it depends upon how will you use the words or the adjectives or and the quantifier words. Very good. You are perfect. Now, we will move, and don't forget those words, adjectives, and quantifiers. Okay, task 3. I want you to do it to write the sentences comparing the letter A and B. Include the correct form of the words in brackets. For example, Iceland is the A, the B is the Egypt. So they're both about country. And then it's all about far or cold. Now, for example, Iceland is far colder than Egypt. Now, how about number 2, 3, 4, 5?
Ah,
Mm.
I don't know about this.
You don't know? You just need to compare the two. Like what we did in the last page, that you need to there is these one are just the examples, or these one are just the phrases that you need to used in making sentences to make it grammatically correct. Like, you just need to compare the two. Like,
Ah, I see.
yeah. Hello, Fan, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how to do the last one.
Okay. Waiting for a minute. That is cycling. Because you cover the words. What is that? Your answer is that is your number 4. I will just going to erase it so that I can understand. Cycling is okay. What is your number 5? What is much easier? A cycling is much easier than skiing. Okay, we will going to proceed to checking your answers. Number 2, the Earth is much smaller than the sun. Okay, that is much because there is it. Much, you just need to um correct the grammar by using the Earth, the sun, much smaller. So it will become the Earth much smaller than the sun. What was the phrases or words given that was you're going to use in a sentence? Okay, number 3. Your answer, gold is heavier than silver. So the answer will be gold is heavier than the silver. That's it. Now, number 4. The rock climbing is more dangerous than hiking. And you are correct. Number 5, we will see it. Cycling is much easier than skiing. Is that what you mean? No, cycling is much easier than skiing, and that's correct. You were just confused by number 2, right? You confused by number 2, right? And also by number 5. Are you confused with the two numbers? How are you going to make it as in a sentence? You just need to compare the two by using the earth, the sun, and then much smaller. You just need to add the word than by comparing it. Like the earth is much smaller than the sun. Okay, you understand now? Okay. Number 2 and number 5 are the same. You just need to use than in the comparison. Now we will proceed to number 3 again. The sentences comparing A to B continue up to 9, please. Okay, what is your number 6? I can't hear you.
I'm thinking.
Okay, sure. I will let you to think more.
Độ tăng tốc đền thoát khỏi sự hấu chiến của con trâu một cách vô cùng an toàn. Sau đó lúc này trên đường đi học về, nữ sinh bất ngờ phát hiện một con trâu điên phía trước đang buộc một khí thế lao về phía mình. Cô chần chừ suy nghĩ, cô gái ngay lập tức quay xe để thoát khỏi sự truy đuổi của con trâu. Thấy đối phương còn ít máu nên Toro đã tăng tốc rượt theo. Tuy nhiên hậu má nào chịu thua má nào, cô gái nhanh trí bật hành và phóng đi như một chân giá khiến Toro vừa đuổi vừa hậm hực xuống chửi thề. Theo lời kể của cô gái, thơ mấy xe mới thay.
Okay, how are you there? You don't know where is the biggest one? Okay. The USA is far bigger than the UK. You just need to use the USA first because the USA is far bigger than the UK. Okay. Oh, I mean number 7. Can you do with the number 7?
It's like too hard.
Okay. Did it's hard, it's too hard too?
How to do it.
You will do it or you cannot do it?
I cannot.
Okay, so horse chess are more expensive than Skodas. Okay, don't forget that horse chess is more expensive. You just need to add more expensive than Skodas. Okay, and then need to add the then upon comparing the two game. Number 8. You don't know between the two, the ice storms and thunderstorms?
Perhaps even more.
What? That is,
I think it's ice storm.
is
Ice storm. Thunderstorm. I think.
I'll far rarer. You just need to use far and then form the word, the adjective word there is rare, right? Okay.
Yes.
So you just need to, what do you call that one? Make it far rarer, like this, bigger, more expensive, and this used then. Okay. Who are, you just need to think who are, who is the rare among the two, ice storms or thunderstorms? So, ice storms are far rarer than thunderstorms. Okay, did you know now?
Okay, okay.
Okay, don't forget that. How about a broken ankle, a sprained ankle? Bad. Okay, you don't know it?
No.
Okay, here. A broken ankle is worse than a sprained ankle. The bad, okay, as what I've said earlier, that when you use the comparative verbs or comparing words from the adjectives or the quantifiers, you just need to think if that quantifiers or adjective forms or words that you use is fit on the sentence that you need to use. Like here, the bad word there, you need to, you need to, what do you call it, replace it into worse. Bad is the synonyms of words. Worse. A broken ankle is worse than a sprained ankle. Did you understand now?
Yeah,
Sure?
sure.
Okay, very good. Then don't forget about that. Okay? Okay, I need to screenshot all of them so that you can study about sentences with the forms of the adjectives or the quantifiers. How will you need to use them all? Okay, send the screenshots in our GC. Can you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to study them. Think and then look for and other things that you can make in a sentence with the adjective forms upon comparing things. It is not just only places, but only things. You can also compare it. Place or even a person who is much stronger, who are much prettier, who are much mm, who are much smarter in your classroom, then that's it. That's how about comparing such things. Now we will proceed to one another. Another one. Okay, part 2, task 4. All you need to do is to complete the part 2 of the text with a comparative form again. Those comparative forms that you learned in the previous pages, you need to use them like this. Far. These are the comparative forms here in the brackets. This these words that has a bracket, these are the words that you need to use comparing. Part 2, please do it. Put the words in the empty spaces provided. Then read first.
Wait me 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. So you need some examples. You need example.
Yes, one.
Okay, the
15.
number 1. Number 2.
Number 1.
Okay, number 1. Farther or FAR. Farther. The Tongaska event of 1908 or 1908 was farther from a city. Okay, because the place Tongaska is farther from the city. Now, how about number 2? You need to use few Okay, between few, fewer, fewest.
Oh,
Think the synonyms of the word.
wait a minute, my internet is
Slow,
okay now. Mm.